At the starting of the story, we can see an old man walking through a destroyed village, and it's pretty clear that it got destroyed because of fights. Suddenly a girl says good evening to him. The old man says sorry because he didn't saw her there, and the girl says that was her plan. The girl asks, isn't he scared of walking alone at night through these roads? And the old man says no. I think up until now you guys have already understood who this man is. Yes, it's Sensei. After that, the girl asks if she can come along with him, but Sensei doesn't reply anything, so the girl just tags along. On the way, the girl says maybe demons are destroying these villages. But Sensei replies they're not demons. They are also normal people like them, but just infected. But the girl says they are not. Normal people don't burn villages. Then Sensei asks how an outsider like her even ended up here. The girl says she tried to run but didn't know where to, so she ended up staying in the demon territory. Also, she was scared of going alone. Sensei says, then stay close to me. After that, night falls. Now the girl says her name is Mei. Sensei replies she shouldn't trust people this easily, and I want to say this too. Then Mei says he seems okay. In the next scene, Sensei says where's she going? Mei says anywhere as long it's far from here, and she asks Sensei where's he going. Sensei replies a temple in the mountains. He says he's searching for a student. Mei says maybe she heard about her student. Suddenly Sensei stops Mei and says she said she was running, right? Then run. On that exact moment, suddenly some people ambushes on them. Sensei says he can't hold them for much longer. Without wasting any more time, Mei starts running. On the other side, fight between Sensei and the assassins begins. After beating the assassins, Sensei suddenly senses presence of a demon. Brick says to Lynx they will definitely catch that girl. Then Lynx says, I thought I already took care of all the villages and people, but who's this monkey? Sensei replies this monkey is sacred and wise, and it knows how to fight too. After that, Lynx attacks Sensei, but Sensei dodges easily. Then Sensei takes out his katana and cuts Lynx in 2 pieces. After that, Sensei says killing peasants and travelers is one thing, but I'm not easy to kill. And a fierce battle between Sensei and Lynx begins. Sensei blocks all the Lynx's attacks and again cuts him in 2 pieces, but this time it doesn't work. On the other hand, Lynx puts a time bomb on Sensei. Sensei gets blown away because of the explosion, and he gets on his knees. Lynx says, now does he understand the power of a demon? You can't even wound me, but I can kill you with a mere thought. Sensei says you talk big, because I'm still alive. In the next scene, we can see Mei running in the woods, but suddenly she tripped and fell. And this, I don't even have words to say what this is. Idiots almost killed all the descendants in whole Shadow Fight 3. Dandy says we are ordered to capture this girl alive. Of course, because Lynx love girls way too much, especially when it's a beauty like Mei. Suddenly, Brick gets a powerful punch on his face and Bro becomes Helicopter. The other members of the Order are in complete shock. What just happened? Turns out it's actually a warrior. On the other side, Lynx and Sensei both senses the presence of a powerful energy. Lynx says to Sensei don't go anywhere because he's not done with him. In the next scene, we see the warriors beating all the assassins together and Mei is completely shocked. Suddenly, out of nowhere, the warrior gets stabbed by a katana, but watching him standing even after that, Mei says, how are you even doing this? Turns out the one who stabbed the warrior was Lynx. He says catching the girl and killing everyone with her is no big deal. After some chat, Lynx cuts the warrior's head in 3 pieces. But surprisingly, he's the one who gets slashed everywhere on his body. Lynx gets blown away like a paper. And now we can finally see who this warrior is. Yes, it's
a Shadow.
Before Lynx even understands what's going on, Shadow grabs him by his face. After that, a deadly battle between Lynx and Shadow begins. Lynx puts a time bomb on Shadow, but even after the bomb explosion, nothing happens to him. Then Shadow strikes him with his katana, and when Lynx tries to block it, his claws get break. Then again, Shadow grabs him by his neck. Lynx says, you won't win, I've never lost. Lynx says to his Shadow claws, please grow back. Actually, Lynx like his claws way too much. Then Mei says, it's no use, you don't have a shadow anymore, they won't come back. Then Lynx loses his mind and says, I will kill all of you. Bro is acting like a isekai anime villain who thought he's the most powerful, but when they lose, they lost their damn mind. After that, Sensei comes from behind and strikes Lynx with a stick, and Lynx loses consciousness. Then suddenly Shadow bows down to Sensei and Mei says, do you know this guy? Mei says, is this your apprentice? Sensei says, yes, he's my student. Then Sensei says, it's been a long time since anyone's gone looking for him. After that, Sensei, maybe, pet Shadow's head, and we can see the Shadow energy coming from Shadow. So guys, this is the complete explanation of Shadow Fight comic, Chapter 1, Demons. I know I actually made a lot of grammatical errors in this explanation, but if you still like this video, don't forget to comment and like. If I get good response in this video, I will bring Chapter 2 explanation as soon as possible.